Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean.
Alright.
And this is Everyday Food Reviews. Boom! Today, we have a monster flavour review.
Yes, we do, John.
Oh, he's happy, it's arguably his two favourites.
We didn't get a thumbnail for the last video, but we're getting one for this. We've got Assault and Juiced Khaos. Now, we had a comment recently. I've forgotten to get the name of who it's from, but I'll try and remember to flash it on the screen. He said, can you do more Monster Energy videos? And we said, well, there's not a lot left to look at that's not discontinued. You know, we've looked at all the things you can get in the shops at the moment, and he said you can look at the coffee. We've looked at the coffee.
Yeah, we did that video the other day. Whether or not it goes live before or after this, we're not too sure.
But we've done the coffee.
But we have looked at the coffee. So we had a think.
Where do we go from there? We've got American monsters, which I've said on the Discord. You'll know if we ever win the lottery, because we'll start reviewing American monsters.
Yeah. and or if I get to go on holiday this year.
Well, it'll be like winning the lottery if your holiday gets cancelled, because you'll get refunded, won't you?
Yeah, that's true. And then we said, well, we could do Assault, as Sean had a couple of cans left.
Yeah, and that's
from a case he bought.
That's something as well that you said on the Discord a while ago. Oh, maybe I need to try Assault again because you're there raving about it, and I don't remember it being that good.
No, that's true. So, I did say that.
So John needed to try this again regardless. And Khaos. Now, a lot of people have asked on Reddit, Discord, wherever. He said, oh, Khaos is discontinued. There's a shop by John's house that still sells it. And I believe it is discontinued. Look on the bottom of this can, it says produced July 2018. And best before July 2020.
Yeah.
So it probably is discontinued, but they have been getting it consistently for the last last 12 months or so.
Yeah. We have, anytime Sean was coming around to my house to do, say, some videos, most of the time he'd be like, oh, could you nip to the shop and see if there's any Khaos in? Yeah.
So
and I pick up a couple of cans. It's like usually 2 for 120 or 2 for 160, yeah, depending on the price at the time.
It's a 355ml can. Yeah. And it's produced in the Netherlands. And it's got Arabic writing on.
Lots of Arabic.
So, even though it's produced in 2018 and it's discontinued, I think Khaos was discontinued before that. But this is presumably meant for export to somewhere from the Netherlands, but somehow...
Yeah. And we have seen these kind of cans that were import as in imports, because the original Monster used to say, was it import or export on it?
I think there was an import version of it. There's been a few different import versions. There was one with like an eagle on it that was... I think that was like the European one, and that was mainly sold in America as an imported one or something.
So...
Yeah, this smaller can doesn't have a blurb on. It says, for the real story, go to monsterenergy.com. The Assault says...
I didn't know you could read Arabic, mate.
It's in orange underneath the Arabic.
I know.
At Monster, we don't get too hung up on politics. I think that's probably all we need to read. I try not to. We're not for the war against the war, or any war for that matter. We put the camo pattern on our Monster Assault can because we think it looks cool. We'll leave politics to the politicians and just keep doing what we do best to make the meanest energy drinks on the planet. Declare war on the ordinary, grab a Monster Assault, and viva la revolution.
Nice.
That's a nice blurb for basically what's a Call of Duty skin on the can. Right, which one are we starting with?
Whichever, mate. You like both of these more than me, I'll let you...
We'll start with the Assault, because the Assault, we're not so sure is discontinued. I got a case of this tail end of last year from Adam at Bus Stop News. He said he can still order cases of it. So I got a case from him. This, no one can get. The Assault you do sometimes see, but I don't know if it's old stock. I don't know if Adam's ordering old stock, because this does expire in December this year. So, you know, if it's got the same sort of shelf life as this would have been produced tail end of 2018. So it could just be a lot of old stock, and that's why you can still get it. And maybe it isn't actually being made anymore, but a few places can still get it. So, if you've not had Assault, it's like a cola flavour. But it's like Cola Plus. It's not like Coke Energy Cola. It's not like Boost Cola. It's not trying to be cola. It's just a cola sort of flavour.
It's a really dark red as well in that light, because your light's coming through the other side. Yeah. Look.
I'll try and... I'll just get the torch on my phone. Oh, it won't let me use it because I'm on FaceTime. It's not letting me use it at the same time. Oh, there we go. I don't know if that's coming through. Like, but yeah, it's brown. But if you hold it up to the glass, it's kind of red.
Yeah.
So, pretty much Coke coloured. Kind of. But something that I think might put a lot of people off about this is you tell them it's a cola flavour and then it smells sour. No, it's not what you want from Coke.
No.
It's 55 grams of sugar in the can, which 500ml can, that's about standard for Monster, 11 grams.
So that's similar, actually, to the... Is that similar to the Lewis Hamilton one?
No, the Lewis Hamilton one was half sugar.
Yes.
That's one of the few Monsters, if not the only Monster that's half sugar, was the Lewis Hamilton one. Everything else is either 10 grams plus, or it's sugar-free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like sour cola bottles.
Yeah.
The sweets, if you've had them.
It does.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. See, it tastes like sour cola bottles as well. It's nice. But like with most Monsters, a lot of sugar. It needs to be cold. If it's not cold, you're going to think it's revolting.
Yeah. Maybe that's the issue. When I had it, it wasn't the coldest it could be.
Maybe. Yeah, it does need to be cold. That goes for pretty much any energy drink is better cold, but when they're full of this much sugar, they really have to be cold.
Yeah.
Also, if you're having that much sugar anyway, you know, if you're taking that hit in calories and type 2 diabetes, then you're going to want to get the absolute most out of it, so you're going to want to have it cold anyway. You know, but... Yeah. What do you think?
It's good. It is not bad. It's not bad at all, that. It wouldn't still be the first one I pick off the shelf.
No.
But, no, it's not too bad. It's better than I remember.
Yeah.
But then so was the Lewis Hamilton one. I thought the first time I ever had the Lewis Hamilton one, it was awful. It was proper sour and acidic. And I picked one up at work yesterday.
Yeah.
So...
For me, it's hard to tell. So somebody asked me recently, what's your favourite energy drink? It's like, that's hard to say, because do you mean objectively? Do you mean currently available? Do you mean ever? Do you mean historically, like which one have I drank the most of? Because they're not necessarily the same. I would probably objectively prefer the Pacific Punch over this. But if I saw this in a shop, I'd buy this. They could have a whole shelf of Pacific Punch. If they had one can of this, I'd buy this. Because you don't often see it that much. So it kind of feels like it's more my favourite. Even though objectively I prefer the other one. Just because of the scarcity of this one, it feels more like my favourite. Yeah.
Which is, again, why if you come to my house and go to the shop, why you pick up 2 cans of Khaos.
Yeah.
Because you never see it anywhere.
No.
And they have done the similar size assault cans, I think, haven't they, as well, at some point in the last 12 months.
You said that, but I can barely remember that. I know they've had the smaller cans of the Doctor.
Yeah.
And the Ultra. I'm not sure if I remember the Assault, but I'll take your word for it. I mean, you go in that shop more than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another shop near my house over on Breck Road next to the Cashies that last time I was in there they were still selling Assault. And that's why Adam ordered a case of it for me, because I said, Adam, why are you not stocking Assault? I'm getting it for £1 a can from this other shop. And he said, lad, I can order you a case of it for less than £1 a can. I said, go on then, sound, I'm up for that. He ordered me a case of it. I said, how much? He says, I think it was 13 quid for the 12. I was like... He's a good lad. I like Adam.
Yeah. And you can't get a case anywhere else.
No. No, I mean, it was easy. He delivered it to my house as well. He got AJ to run it down to my house. So
yeah. You know. Now, I remember when Chaos was first released.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably nearly like, well, I don't want to say nearly 10 years ago. It's probably more like 8, I think. I was super excited. Look at that colour. It's a great colour.
It's lovely.
It's a great colour. It reminds me of a few things that I like in that colour. My car, mainly.
Oh, I see. Not your hair in the mirror.
So yeah, I remember when this first came out. I was super excited because I was a massive Ripper drinker, as we've said in previous videos, and I was like, yeah, another juiced.
Yeah.
Get in. Tried it. I was like, it's only orange. Wasn't a single bit fussed over it. Thought it was not very great, and then I just proceeded to drink Ripper for another 3-4 years.
This has always been my favourite over Ripper since day one. I tried when I first tried Ripper. I wasn't that bothered. I first tried Ripper and I thought, I can carry on drinking Blue Charge from Asda. Then when this came out, that's when I started drinking Monster and other branded energy drinks. This is kind of what sort of switched me over from those cheap knockoff energy drinks. This is what opened my eyes. I don't know why I didn't like the Ripper. I think at the time it might have just been a bit sour. It might have been triggering my acid reflux a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't take to it like I took to this.
Okay.
This, again, it's very sweet. However, it says there's only 7 grams of sugar per 100 ml. I do find that hard to believe. Especially after what I just said about the Lewis Hamilton one being the only other one with less than 10 grams that's not just sugar-free.
You don't like it when they make you doubt yourself, do they, mate?
I don't. Who does?
Cheers.
Cheers. It smells very sweet. You know, if you've ever had any other Monster juice or punch, you know that it's kind of that sort of intangible fruit mix sort of smell, but
they're not overly carbonated either.
No. I think it's smelling of pineapple and orange. If we look at what fruit's in it. Apple.
Pineapple, white grape, orange, peach, tangerine, pineapple, white grape.
Yeah.
And apple. Oh, the apple was on the line before.
Orange and pineapple seem to be coming through the most.
Don't get me wrong, I like it a lot more now. But Ripper's still the best in the world. End.
That's not though, is it?
Pipeline is close.
Again, I prefer the Pacific Punch to the Pipeline. But
I mean, for someone so clever, I can't believe how wrong you are.
I think
we could go back into all day because we do like different monsters a lot more.
I mean, they're all good. That's the thing, that the Chaos and the Ripper, at the end of the day, they are pretty similar. Just like Pipeline and Pacific Punch are pretty similar. You know, I say I prefer the Pacific Punch. I say I prefer the Chaos. I could flip a coin. I could flip a coin and I'd be happy.
It's great. It's like it sounds weird, but it sounds proper fanboyish. But it's like it's a testament to how good all of their flavours are. When you could walk into a shop and just depending on how you feel that day, pick up any single one of them and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I went to work yesterday and I had quite a lot of the range in front of me, and I picked up a Lewis Hamilton. Because I was like, mainly because I was like, you know, I don't want that much sugar. It's, you know, it's 7 o'clock when I was on my lunch.
Yeah.
So I'm doing lates, and I was like, well, I don't want that much sugar at 7 o'clock at night. And I could have got an Ultra, but I wanted something a bit more than Ultra, but a lot less than like a Ripper or a Pipeline.
Yeah.
So I picked up Lewis Hamilton. But
I mean, I agree. I will say though, again, like the Assault, there might be things. Excuse me. There might be things I'm in more of a mood for on the day. There might be things I objectively maybe prefer, but it is hard to separate that nostalgia and the scarcity of this. If I'm in a shop and I see this, I'm 100% going to pick it up over anything else just because I don't know when I'm going to see it again.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is hard to say, is this my favourite monster ever? Because I've got those rose tinted glasses on when I look at this.
Yeah. Like even like myself with Ripper.
Yeah.
It's like it brings back so much from when I first started drinking Monster. And it's just stuck with me forever.
Yeah.
Like just because I don't drink Ripper as much as I do anymore is mainly just because of my own lifestyle choices of wanting to just drink less sugar.
Yeah.
But you know, on that, you know, if you said I could only have one energy drink for the rest of my life, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be a really hard one.
Yeah. So, I think we've probably said all we need to say on them.
Yeah. There's another monster video.
Going back to the comments, probably the wrong time. We should maybe have addressed this comment more at the start. And I think we spoke about it in the coffee one as well. But like I said, because of the order, we're not sure.
Yeah.
We have exhausted all of the UK monster kind of products. Mm-hmm. We believe the only
we've
one...
not done Monster Original or Absolute Zero.
Which I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we need to. However, the Hydro Sport, which is supposedly is in shops now.
Yeah, it's the only confirmed sighting we've had was from
S125-ish.
Yeah, seen it in Sainsbury's. So
yeah,
I think next weekend I'll do my shop in Sainsbury's and have another look for it. Yeah,
I might do something similar.
Yeah.
So, especially if we don't have to meet up and pass it over the doorstep. So, yeah. But yeah, we've addressed that comment. I think I think we're good.
Yeah.
So on that note, yeah, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.